Yeah.
Here you go. You're live.
Yeah, yeah.
You look great.
Okay. We do. PJ says we look great.
Okay. Our colors complement each other.
Oh, yes.
I have the black and you have the red.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's... Oh, there they are.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you look like.
Okay.
It's nice to see.
There you go.
Oh, my
you
hair's
look
a
at-
mess.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm
Look
okay.
out of the corner
It's
of your-
Christmas. It's Christmas, and we're running up and down the stairs. We are.
Yeah.
Out of breath. Hockey
Yeah.
Texas,
I
you look
forget
wonderful.
who. Somebody blamed me for ruining their Christmas because
Yeah.
we ran an ad.
And
What was
we ran an ad
about? What?
about the machines.
Oh.
And then they didn't like because the person who they bought a gift for was going to get an ad.
Oh, and I ruined their Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they yelled at me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if they go shopping early at Macy's and they buy sweaters, and if
The sweaters go on sale
Yeah.
in another week.
and Macy's runs an ad. Do you think those people get mad at Macy's too? No.
No, yeah, they
No.
just
No,
do it
just
to
us.
the
Just
the,
us.
yeah.
Yes. But I remember some other times they said Yeah, and it's like it was a grown person, like you would think a grown person. I think it was during the pandemic that their present didn't come in time, and it was like the present was for somebody like our age, and it's like, well, aren't they kind of grown up?
Yeah, they get things that,
Yes.
especially during the pandemic when we were
We weren't getting anything. No,
we weren't getting anything in. Yeah.
I heard somebody yesterday realized their chocolate bar for their gift box was in the larger box that it comes in, and they threw that away, and they said they were going to cry.
Oh no! Yes, I would cry too. Yes. So that's wonderful because that means they really like our box.
Yeah.
And they really like chocolate. Yes. Aw.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. It is. It is. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
All right, you let us know. Are we on? We are on. Welcome to Gloria Hornsong Studio. The store is crazy
it's booming.
today. It's booming down there. And so Steve will not be here. He's down there running up and down the stairs about 50 times.
Okay.
And so I'm here to open the presents and kind of show you what you do with it. And then Joni's going to take over, and she's going to show you how to sew together the triangle bag on the Serger, because it's Serger Saturday, and you do it so much faster.
Yes.
And then, because your edges are all finished, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. So now, drum roll. I'm going to make Joni open
I never was good at that.
present number 2.
Okay, look how cute it is with the bow, and it has. Okay, and it has like
So
a little.
that's my thinking is like they could reuse these bags.
Yes,
because we are
definitely.
very eco-friendly here. We
yes.
reuse things.
And
This
it
is
says
so
Merry
exciting.
Christmas on it and Happy Holidays.
Yes.
Okay, and I love the
Very
little
nice
drawstring.
sentiment there, very nice.
Okay, look what they get. They get cleaning tools.
Yes.
Who doesn't want cleaning tools?
I know. And so I just wanted to quickly show you how to use those on your machine. But remember, Zach is going to come on with us.
Okay.
And he's going to show troubleshooting on the sewing machines, and he's going to do it. Well, our Sergers never need service. You know that.
No,
we hardly
they
ever
don't.
get them in. But he's going to do troubleshooting on the sewing machines, and he's going to show them how to clean too.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of you got these nook and cranny cleaning tools, and others got the sewing machine cleaning brushes. Okay? All right. So
And
I'm gonna,
Ruth Ann uses these every Sunday. Doesn't she? Is she on?
yeah,
Yes,
Ruth Ann, back
she-
us up here.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's on. But
says
every Sunday.
Every Sunday she cleans her machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She'll comment if she's on. She'll comment.
Yeah, she's-
yes. And we're always saying, be like Ruth Ann and put things back in the packages.
packages, yeah.
Be like Ruth Ann, so slow. So now, be like Ruth Ann and use one of these every Sunday. This will get you through 25 Sundays.
Okay, so once you use it, it's like a throwaway thing.
I guess so, but Joni would save it and use it 3 times. Yeah, this
Well,
was
that's Ruth Ann.
with Ruth. Well, that's Ruth Ann if she reuses them.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I guess if your machine's really dirty, then. But if it's not that dirty, you know.
Yeah, which I'm thinking our Solaris is.
Yeah.
So I want to go over to the Solaris. I've never used these, so I can't wait to use them. And I want to show you what you use these these are Eleanor Burns sewing machine cleaning brushes. So PJ, I'm going to head over to the Solaris, and then we'll get started. So my plan was every time we open a present, if it's something that needs to be demonstrated, that then I would do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So they would learn how to use them. Okay.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go home and go to sewing because that will swing my embroidery arm. Okay. And so where they're going to want to see is right here where the needle is.
Screen. We're just gonna
Yeah, right there's good. Okay, so I've got my Nook and Cranny cleaning tools. I'm going to do it on the Solaris, and then we're going to jump over to the Altair because it's different. So the Solaris is the only one that has this lever right here. You just pull it forward, and it makes your stitch plate pop off. And they want us to turn off the machine, so I better do what I'm supposed to. So I'm going to turn off the machine over here. Oop, can't get my finger in.
I
But
think
then
they-
the light is no good. Bring that light over, like behind it, and I think
That's just a safety feature.
Yeah.
They don't want the needle to come down on your
hit
hand.
yeah. And every once in a while, we hear reports of people doing that. We have used and used and used this machine, so I slid that off, okay, and I'll just lay that aside. Now, many of you ordered the new stitch plate. I think we had that on yesterday. No, Thursday. I think Thursday. And so they're shipping them out. And take a look at mine. Mine has a big scratch on it. And it also, so you want to run your fingernail across it. Wow, I have a pretty deep burr. So I must have hit my needle. And you really do want to smooth that. So there's like jeweler's cloth that you could smooth. But if not, it is really nice to have an extra stitch plate. Also, there's a little notch right there. They can see it.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks something's wrong with their machine. No, that is supposed to be there. So, but what I'm feeling right here, so look at that. My finger's getting caught on it. So that means I have a pretty deep needle mark, which could snag my thread, you know, so I should smooth that. Okay, so we're going to open up our cleaning tools. And, okay, so these are...
There we go.
Okay, and it's just, this is supposed to grab all the fuzz. But first thing, we want to take out the bobbin case. So first I'm going to take out my bobbin, and it kind of, while I'm taking it out, it makes this lift out. Okay, so I want to lift that out. Oh yeah, mine needs cleaned. Yeah. I think I should just turn on the light because I want to make sure, can they see good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
we
they
can
can see good. Okay, look at this, Jody.
What's that? Oh,
Look
boy.
at that. See, and your thread would drag on this. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh well.
we need
Yeah.
a garbage
Now.
can.
Yeah, a garbage can. We're gonna need like a big dumpster.
Oh, here's this little thing right here. Look.
Oh yeah, I could have used that. Look at that, how cute. Yes. Okay, so you got to get in all these places. Now this is kind of going beyond what it should be, but we have seen machines come in for repair where the machine has been absolutely, look at how much it's grabbing. So I'm going to put that one aside and grab another one, and it pulls right off and you just reuse these, okay? Look at this big chunk. It's actually kind of fun, you know, to get it all cleaned out. So get it in there. And, oh, there's a thread in there. We don't want that because that could get in between two parts. So there. Okay. And here there's still a ton in here. So, Joni, when is the last time we cleaned this machine? I don't think we ever did. Look at how much is there. Look at that big chunk there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised. See how good your baby locks are? The they'll sew even though they're packed with lint. So I'm going to keep going with
But
that
I guess
one.
eventually what would happen is your bobbin sensor wouldn't work.
Yeah, and that's your clue. So if your bobbin sensor doesn't work, it means there's fuzz covering the bobbin sensor. And so that's just a sign that you should clean it. Now let's take these. This is, so some people got the Nook and Cranny cleaning tools and other got the Eleanor Burns, and it does open at the bottom here and you can reclose it. So I'm just going to grab out one of those. Then we're going to go over to the Altair. Okay, so this one, I take the stitch plate off first, then I take the bobbin case out. But this is what you clean out in between the feed teeth.
Wow.
Look,
I
oh, you
looked
saw
at
it.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw
my
the
goodness.
glass.
Look at
Yeah.
that. See, that would prevent the feed teeth from going all the way up. So people bring it in for repair because it's not feeding the fabric anymore. And really, that's what Zach said. More times than not, all they had to do was clean that out, and then the feed teeth would
I'm
have
going to
come
go
up.
home and clean mine.
Yeah, I think I better do mine at home too. Yeah, so I would just keep working with this. And so on this machine, you put the bobbin case back in first, and so it just kind of goes in like tilted, just like you took it out, and you just kind of jiggle it around. Now this one, it has the white arrow, but I am not seeing the white dot. Is that the one? No,
The
no,
white
that's not-
dot would, well,
no, well, there's
there's,
the white arrow. Oh, there's the
Okay.
white dot. But I'm
Yeah.
not seeing. Now, also, another thing to check over is make sure that you don't have any needle marks on this, especially right here. That's where they told me you should rub your fingernail against that, and if there's a little niche, you take, very fine nail file, very careful, and file it out. But that's another thing, a nice thing to have is to have an extra bobbin case too. Okay, so I thought there was a white dot and it pointed at the,
Yeah.
but really you just kind of jiggle it in. So what I'm looking at here, okay, right here is this piece right here.
Okay, let me
Is
see if I
going,
can see
okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Oh,
can,
I see the arrow.
yeah.
There it is.
Okay, there's the arrow, but right here, okay, is where this goes.
Right,
So
yeah.
that, okay, so you kind of get it in that general area, and you just wiggle it around, jiggle it and
put
jiggle
the back
it.
in first, and then it should just
and then
drop
go
in.
under, there. Joni, I may have you do this. Oh no, it's starting to go. Okay, so see how you just jiggle it until it goes into place. So let's see here. And I think my feed teeth are down. So,
Oh,
they
'cause-
are because the
because I
last thing I
see
did
it
was
was
embroider.
embroidery.
Yes.
Ah.
So I'm going to turn the machine on again.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to tell it we're sewing. And then the feed teeth will go up, and that'll give me more room to get the bobbin case in. See, this is what happened to them at home. So
Yeah.
this is good. This is happening here. So I'm just turning on the machine. I press it to wake it up.
Now, but your arm's going to move.
Yeah, it's
so-
going to move, and all of this is going to move. Okay. And this will happen to them at home, too. So, okay. Oh, it's making me...
Turn
you know
off.
what? I think I'll turn off the machine and I'll slide the embroidery unit off, and then,
Sure.
yeah. So there's a
You
little
want me to
handle.
just take it
Just
off?
pull it like 2 inches. There, yeah. So
Yeah.
it thinks we don't have it on. Now I'm going to turn it on, but I am going to. It's still going to tell me that I have to turn off the machine. So I am going to
Put it on.
put
and
it
then-
on, and it doesn't want to go on with my embroidery foot on. Okay, here's my screwdriver. So I'm going to take my embroidery foot off. It's kind of fun cleaning it out. I had one time, we had a serger. Now, it was a girl that was using her serger for a business, but she brought her serger in. It would not, the hand wheel would not turn, and it was packed with lint. So I took it outside and I blew it out outside, and all of a sudden the hand wheel would turn, and there was nothing wrong with her machine. Nothing wrong with it. So I called her and I said, nothing's wrong with it. It just was packed, so packed with lint. I mean, you wouldn't believe how much was in it. So that's what Zach wants to show everybody.
Needle down, needle up before you put it in.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to wake it up. Okay, I'm going to go to sewing because I might feed a needle down. Press the foot lifter button. Make that go down. Needle down. All the way down and up. There, now my feed teeth are up. Now I can take the stitch plate off and I'll have more room. Okay, so here's there. And I think it's wonderful. Everybody helps us. So I'm seeing more lint, which I'll do that later. It is satisfying. It is satisfying. See, so if you run into trouble, now see, I'm not under here, so I got to go in there sideways. There, see, I just kept jiggling it and it fell into place. Okay, now I put on my stitch plate.
And if they want to test it, what I do is I just turn the hand wheel one full turn.
Yeah, okay.
And
so
then
test it.
'cause
Okay.
that's not
so
like-
while you have your stitch plate off.
Yeah.
So if you don't have this in the right position, you turn
Yeah,
your
we'll
hand
kinda-
wheel. See how the bobbin case is not moving? If you have it in the wrong position, that bobbin case will jiggle. A pretty
Like it
big
will kinda
jiggle.
like kind of jam
Yeah.
if it's not in the right place.
Yeah, and if it's in the right place, you just turn that hand wheel one revolution and see how the bobbin case just had slight movement, so you know you have it in right. Okay, so now I'm gonna slide this into place and snap it down, and we're ready to go. Okay, we're gonna head over to the Altair because Altair, Destiny, Meridian, every other baby lock machine is like the Altair. So I'm going to bring our cleaning tools over there. And see, Ruth Ann would put these back in the package because then she doesn't lose them. I think that's a really good idea. Did we ever hear if she's on?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, so this one, I do have the machine off. Let's check. Oh, the feed teeth are down. Let's just turn the hand wheel.
Okay.
I think our light is off. I'm gonna put our light back on. It's a little dark in here.
Yeah, I'm going to turn on the machine.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm going to take this off
You wanna take
and
your
wake up the
infrared?
machine. Oh, yeah, we want to do that. Here, I'll turn off the machine and just slide that embroidery unit off. Then we won't have to wait for the embroidery unit to calibrate. I got my tools. Some are pretty dirty. This one, I think we could reuse that, but it's kind of got little bristles on it, so it really grabs. So I'm just going to press the button to wake up the machine, and I want to be in sewing, because then the feed teeth will come up. So I'm going to turn the hand wheel, one revolution, see how it always makes that click? And now I can see that the feed teeth are up. So now I'm going to raise my presser foot, and with this, you just pop off this piece. So we have to take off the whole thing on the Altair, right? What am I
What I
thinking?
do is,
Okay.
no, you just slide it, you'll have to take the whole thing off, but you'll slide it forward. You know, like what I do
Yeah.
is I take
Okay,
that off,
here.
and then
Okay.
then you can kind of hold on to it,
Okay.
and it should
But I
just
thought-
slide.
Yeah. Okay, we'll check. We'll have to get
Yeah.
the embroidery unit the whole way off because it's blocking it. Okay, and go
Oh,
here.
you know what? This
You
one,
can't-
yes, this one you have
This
to
is
use.
different.
Yeah,
I have never cleaned out
So-
an Altair. So
okay.
you have to use a screwdriver.
driver, you do.
It, like what? Like,
It would be these,
and they're like,
those two.
and does that screwdriver come with
like,
the machine?
Like the Soprano has like a gray
Yes,
plastic part.
they're
and then-
easy.
yeah.
So Altair and Meridian will be the same as this one.
Mm-hmm.
And does it come with? It looks like it's a hexagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it come with that?
It must.
It must.
Yeah, yeah.
We've never cleaned one out. We always call for Zach.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait, well,
then.
yeah. So you'll
Go for
take.
Zach.
Yeah, call for Zach. He's not
So-
here today.
Yeah. So they would.
Okay. So we'd have to loosen those screws and lift it off
Yeah.
in the same way that we did the Solaris. So let me grab another machine real
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
Because I think we have one in here, didn't we? Maybe not.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
other one you can. Yeah, that's different. So that it must come with a little screwdriver that will fit that. Okay, here it is.
You're good.
This is what I was expecting it to be
Yes.
like.
We
Yeah.
will show this
on when we talk to
next
Zach.
week, sometime next week.
We'll get the
We'll get the right
screwdriver.
screwdriver. We have to open up the operating manual. Okay,
I
so
bet you
here's
this
one.
one is probably
Yeah.
needs to be cleaned.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the presser foot off. It is dusty. Everything, everything in a fabric store is dusty. Okay, so here, take out the bobbin. And just like Joni said, now I would take the accessory tray off so it's not in my way. And then you would slide this forward. Okay,
And
it lifts
they have a
off.
little groove to put your finger there, like right here, and then you can kind of, kind of pull.
When
on
you
it.
take it off? Okay, okay. So here, I tell everyone, look at right there. There's a square, and then back here.
There's
So
Ruth
that's
Ann.
what Ruth Ann's on.
She says the Altair 2 has the
a new style plate. So,
It's the new style.
so maybe the Altair.
Yeah,
is like this
like
one.
I bet. That's why I'm shocked that I didn't notice that. So the Altair 2 and the Meridian 2
Yeah.
has a new set. So we have to come back to them with that one.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Now see, now you don't, you take out your bobbin case first, okay? Now if you feel like it's really dirty, then you undo these screws and clean it out. So let me, I think I should do that. So grab that little screwdriver
Okay.
there.
Yeah, now this one.
Yeah, and this is what's nice to have because you could do it as an L-shaped screwdriver and you can get at those screws at a better angle. So I'm going to go turn it to the left to loosen. Oop. And see, I'll just go here. Oh, they were really loose. So,
They were loose? Okay.
and that's it. And some people have brought in their machines because they're really noisy all of a sudden, and we look at them, and these screws will be loose, and the stitch plate is loose. Can you reach in and do that one? PJ, you might need an L shape for that one. So that's another thing to check. If all of a sudden your machine is a little bit noisy, check and make sure that the screws on your stitch plate are tight. You got to get at a better angle.
I'm in my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now you can use your finger.
Yeah, so we'll go, let's get those out of there. And you want to have like a magnetic pinball near you in order to put this in. Here, I'm going to steal your screwdriver and see if that makes me go faster. So, does anybody know of a tool that would help us do this faster? Because it's like me holding a screwdriver.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I guess the
There.
magnetic one would be make
Yeah.
it go faster.
Yeah, maybe that, because it would stick to the screw. Okay, so put these somewhere where you're not going to lose them, not going to bump them. Lift off. Okay. All right, and this one is very, very clean. But you do the same thing. You'd go, there's just some little threads in here, so get those out. You know, if a machine has a thread cutter, you're going to see a lot more little pieces of thread. But get in between those feed teeth. Okay, now to put it back together, the first thing that you put on is the stitch plate. It doesn't make sense, does it? Wouldn't you think that you would put the bobbin case in first? But no, you have to put your stitch plate on first, and that is here. I get that under, and I got it above. See what's happening to me here? Okay, so here. Now, Tommy went to Baby Lock training, and I think we should send PJ. Joni, you have to put that on. You'll be better at that than me.
I don't know how to do it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
We better-
Yeah, it should
I know.
be.
Poor Tommy. You know,
Oh, here, this goes underneath.
We've sent him to Baby Lock training, and he had never sewn a stitch before.
There it is.
But you know what? He loved it. He loved it. Okay. Then you put the screws back on.
Okay.
But remember that every once in a while, if you have one of these machines, double check that your screws are in tight.
There we go.
So this is Serger Saturday, but we're also opening presents. And that's what we're planning on every day, that any present that we give you, some of them will have a demo to go with them so you know how to use them. And this is how you clean out your machine. No oil is necessary, right, Joni? No oil.
Right. No oil.
Okay. Once you
let's
get
see.
that in, Joni, show them how to put the bobbin case in.
Okay, I think
Because I'll
this
fumble
one-
with it. She's
Okay. Let's see this one.
she's
So-
double checking. She's gotten it in tight.
Okay, so that one's good. And then this one is there.
And you know,
okay.
we have our new building, and Zach is going to be over there, so it'll be real comfortable for him. You know, maybe he should just do one thing at a time. Maybe not 2 hours of troubleshooting, but one thing at a time, right?
So
okay.
right here is the white dot, and right here is the white arrow. So this has got to point right to that dot.
Yeah.
And so I put the back. Can you?
There it is. I got it.
Yeah, you got the dot right there, and the arrow. So we're going to put the back in first, and just there.
There, it
that's
went in
it.
easy. But
Yeah,
it
it
usually
did.
doesn't go in that easy. Now, yeah, turn your hand wheel.
Turn you just to make sure it's not. You
oh,
know.
no, it's doing something.
Let's see.
Moving around.
It wasn't. It looked like the needle was hitting. Maybe because we don't have the power on.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I bet. Yeah, but it's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
good. And
oh,
now
here, you know what? It's hitting the stitch plates. That
Yeah.
means it's not on correctly,
Yeah,
right?
Or
Because
the,
look.
it could be that the
See,
needle's bent. I
Oh.
would just take out the needle
Okay, that I
Yeah.
can see where this, you know.
because this machine was on the floor up here.
Right,
So I bet
yeah.
somebody was sewing with it and bent the needle and put
Okay.
it, unplugged it,
corner.
and put it in
The corner,
corner.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet it is because look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. look-
Definitely
Let's
bent.
see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Very
Say
good.
they see I hold it like
Oh
this.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
see
I
it
could, you could
bending
feel
back.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's what it was. So,
So
now
somebody
here we'll
was
go.
sewing on
See,
it,
goes
and
all.
thought they broke it, so they hid it in the corner.
Very
Yeah,
bent.
and then
Yes,
and then
like-
you just set this on, and then
Push it
like
in.
that.
Okay.
And then ready
Take it
to
off
thread
and
the-
put it on again. Just that gray
okay,
plastic.
I put my finger back here, and I kind of hold on to it, and just pull it off.
Okay, now put it back on.
Okay, so
Okay,
now we'll go.
so now you know how to use your cleaning
you go.
tools. You know how to take the covers off. Now this is another thing, and Joni, I have to remember because these get beat up.
They do.
and so they want new ones. And so I promised them that we would be selling these. So
Okay.
remind me. Okay, so maybe I'll have you. Take it from here, Joni.
Okay,
And
yes.
then I'm going to run down and see if I can help Steve. So maybe he can run up here and help you guys.
Okay.
Okay. We're doing good,
Okay,
right?
are we supposed to
Okay.
do number 3?
Yeah. Oh, yes, Joni, you open that.
okay,
Number
this is
3.
for
This
tomorrow.
is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we wanted
Okay.
just to open it up so that in case there's something
Now,
we
don't
need to
open
know.
yet. He's changing his
Okay,
camera. There.
all right.
Now he's got the camera.
Okay, so number 3,
Uh-huh.
and then we're going to open this up. Oh, and
piece
it's
of
pea candy. It
candy.
says Merry Christmas. Okay. Oh, another piece of
Yeah, oh,
candy.
yeah, we like candy.
Candy,
Yes.
couple pieces of candy, and look, a keychain.
Yes.
A sewing. It has scissors and a little dress, an iron, and a tape measure and a sewing machine. Really
Yes.
cute little
Sewing keychain.
chain. Yeah.
Your overhead camera now.
Oh, this is our overhead camera.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we could
Put it
just
down.
lay it on the table, here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
there we
really
go.
cute.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh.
Look how
I
cute
go.
that. I love
Right.
the iron. That's a different one.
Yeah, that
and
is
little
really
pieces
cute.
of candy.
There.
Really
Merry
cute.
Christmas. And we will see you on Monday at 3 for present number 4.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. I'm going to go
Okay.
run down and see if they need help. If
Okay.
they don't need help, I'll be right back.
Okay. So we're going to finish up the triangle bag.
But what I
with this-
really want to do, tell them what I really want to do.
She wants to set up her little Gloria village.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
snow village, and she has
Yeah.
little ice skating rinks and a
Yeah.
hockey's rink, and
Yes.
little people sitting on benches, and that's what she wants to do. But we're a little busy,
And-
but it's going to be very cute.
Yeah, everybody
so-
thinks it's going to be cute. So, okay.
Yeah,
All
everybody's
right.
got some good ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I wasn't here, they put the zipper in, and Gloria put some fancy fill stitches on the fabric, and we're going to sew this into the triangular bag.
so they
now
got the
since
cleaning
they
tools,
put the
and
zipper
we
in
showed
with
them how
the
to clean out
embroidery,
the
we had
machines,
to
and our machine was
cut the pieces
Yes.
in half. So this was
Okay.
8 by 16, and then we
Okay.
cut it in
we
half,
cut it
and then we put it on each side of the zipper. So if you were sewing it on a sewing machine,
Here.
or
Okay.
if you weren't putting the zipper in by embroidery, if you were putting it in
some of
on the
these.
serger or the sewing machine, then you could just leave it all as one piece. So I have to connect this. So I'll put right sides together, and we're going to put like this, and we're going to sew this seam. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, and we're going to do everything with a 4-thread overlock on our victory. So the victory is right here. Okay, we'll have coming a little closer, and the victory is a very nice 4-thread sewing
is also
machine, which
Hold on.
okay.
Gloria forgot to take off her microphone.
Oh, okay, that's very easy, and you know what, I saw it right on her. But you,
I'm gonna mute everything. Yes.
so I have my victory, and we love this sewing machine. It is a 4-thread serger, and it will do your overlock and stitching with 4 threads or 3 threads. You can do the flat lock stitching, the rolled hem, the blind hem. You can use all the different accessories with it. But for right now, we're just using a 4-thread overlock stitch, and I'm going to sew this seam together. So let's see, I have my presser foot lifter, and I'm just going to make sure my edges are together, and I'm just going to shave off the edges of it. And we'll put the foot down and just kind of lining it up with the blade. And I'll take the, there we go, we'll just take the edges off. Okay, and then I'll take this and cut it right here. All right, now we're going to put in our, I'm going to open up my zipper a little bit. I could put it like right in the middle, okay? And we're going to put right sides together. And when I open this, when I close it, the zipper pull will be up here. So what we want to do is sew this one like that. So this one's going to be just like this, and then this side is going to be like that. So you get this really cute triangle bag. Okay, now I want to put in my little loop that we did. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We used the belt loop binder, and I did a wide one that day, but right now I'm going to be using the narrow one. So this is the, there's the 1.5 inch one, and then the 3/4 one. So let's see, we're going to cut a piece. It turned out beautiful. You can see my stitch there. That was with the cover stitch. And we're going to just kind of create a loop. And I guess we wanted enough so that we could get our hand in there. So I think that would do it. So I'll get a scissor. I got a rotary cutter here. Okay. And then I'm going to put this. This is where my zipper pull will come up, and I'm just going to put it off to the side. So I'm going to put the loop inside and kind of real close to the edge. And I'm going to let it stick out a little bit. Okay, like that, just to make sure I got it in there. And then what we'll do is I'll get some clips just to hold it together. We have them here. I thought for sure they were right here.
What you looking for?
The clips.
Clips.
Little, but that's okay. I can do a pin. I'm going to go like this.
Clips are next to the vacuum.
I thought they were over here. There they are.
other side.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take my
That's what you
clips. Yeah. And I'm just going to kind of clip that together, and we'll keep this edge. And okay, and then I'm just going to start here at this end and sew up to this point, and to where the zipper is.
Okay.
So I just fold it like right on where the coils of the zipper come together.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go back over to our 4-thread serger, our victory. And there again, I'm just going to kind of take off the edge. And now I have my stitch length on 3. I could probably even put that on 3.5 since it's pretty thick. Okay. And then right here is where my little loop is. There we go. And I'm just going to sew off the edge and cut that. Okay. And then this one, we're going to sew this. Here we got that tail. We're going to match up the zipper with that seam like that. And we have one clip. We'll put another one. And say right here, another clip. Okay, and I'm going to start at this end. So I'm just going to kind of push this, you know, away from my stitching. Push the seam. And then we'll go over here. This is a really cute project, and we've made these for years and years. This has been an oldie but goodie. Okay. Let's get these threads. There we go. Okay, and then I'm coming up here to this zipper. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna we're gonna turn it inside out. Let's see if I have that little double-eyed needle. Probably what I would do now is take these, just to kind of, so that it would look neat inside, I would take this. And I just loop it over the needle. This is the double-eyed needle, and I loop it over it, and I kind of pull on it with my left hand and slide it off, and that flattens out that loop, and it goes right through into that needle, and then I can take this and slide it under, just to about, you know, half an inch to an inch, and then pull it through, and then I'm able to snip it. So let's see where my scissors went. In the drawer. Okay, where they belong, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Why would they be there?
Yeah. Whoops.
Why would they be where they belong?
I kind of flung that
Okay.
in. Okay, and then I'll do this side.
Yeah, let's see this one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get really close.
Okay.
So we can see exactly. That's too close. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so I just take this and I put a loop over the needle, and then I'll hold on to it and kind of make it nice and tight, and then just slide it off, and that flattens that little loop off, and then I can get it through the eye of the needle, and then I'll just take the other end and slide it underneath and pull it.
Wow.
Okay, that's a way to secure your stitch.
It was like magic.
Yeah, yeah. And this one, There we go. Well, this one we kind of ran into some stitches from the decorative stitching, so I'm just going to go beneath that.
Mm-hmm. One more.
One more down here.
So you pull it, you wrap it around the pin and pull the thing through to what does that do?
Yeah, it just kind of
Flattens the-
it flattens, like there's a loop right there, and it just kind of, see, it gets narrow down here. So if I just kind of slide it off and pinch it,
Oh,
and then it will go, the whole thing will just slide through the eye of the needle. Okay, and then we'll take this one and put that through. And we're done. Okay, and then we're going to turn it.
drum roll.
Mm-hmm.
Drum roll, please.
This is
So,
pretty thick because of, Gloria did the fancy fill stitching. And I'm going to grab my point turner. This is the best point turner. I use it all the time. Here, take that. So it has a really nice shape to it. And we'll put this corner out. And then this one down here. Give it one more little push. There we go. Okay, and what's this thread? Okay, and then you see you can bring this up, and then you have a little handle. And isn't that cute?
let's go to this one. This main
Oh, this
camera.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, look how cute that is.
Look at that.
Look at that shape, and like I said, we've been making these for years, and we've keep. Like before, we didn't put the zipper in with the serger, but now we do that with the P5 foot, and then we didn't have the strap, and we do that now with the serger with the belt loop maker, and now we have fancy fill stitches on it with embroidery. So we'll keep making them too. And you can make them in different sizes. This was an 8x16 piece, so you can make them tiny or make them larger. You can make them any size you want. It's just kind of double the length as from the width. The width and then double for the length.
So I missed it. What size is that? Like what?
It was 8x16, the fabric.
8x16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So really cute.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can maybe send. I think Gloria wanted to do one for. Oh, well, she's doing the other purse that she did, but you can think of that. You could take this to a little teenager to go to a dance or something like
Yeah.
that.
Board game pieces.
Board game pieces. That's a good idea. Or any of your supplies, especially if you take your sewing machine places. So you have a little something
Yes.
to carry it in. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
That is perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, and then we were good. That was it today,
That's
right?
it. Yeah, that's it today.
Yeah.
I mean, like we have some things that we could sell, or do you want to just?
I can sell
short
them
and
if
sweet?
what? Yeah.
Okay. Well.
We have a couple of things. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Ruth Ann said you can monogram them. We've done that too. Like we've monogrammed them, and you know, we do lots and lots of fun things with them.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Well, what do you want to sell? Let's sell the Ovation upgrade kit. That's what's in
Okay.
the bubble.
okay. So
Now-
this is, now if any of you have the Ovation, they did have an upgrade kit to, it upgraded it up to the Triumph. So it has the 7 pieces, 7 different attachments, and it includes the double fold bias binder, which we used on the tree skirt, and then also in different sizes. So there's the 8, the 10, and the 15 millimeter. We used the 10 that day. We really do like the 15. It's a little bit bigger. But then also the fabric guide, which I think is a must, and then also the open toe foot right here. So it makes it, you can see what you're sewing because it's an open toe. And then also the single fold bias binder is right here. I like that one because it doesn't have as much bulk as the double fold. The inside, like if you put a band around a neckline, the inside would, the edge would just lay flat, and you would cover it with the cover stitch. And then this one is the Teflon flat soled foot, which is always nice to have. It won't stick to your if you're sewing
flat,
up.
and we can try to see if we can get a good view.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So this one, if you have an Ovation, this is the upgrade kit to make it a Triumph. So this came out when the Triumph came out for the Ovation. But I would suggest too getting this one if you have the Triumph, and instead of getting that great big kit, you might just add to it the feet that you like. Like you might like the ruffling foot or the P5 foot. But these are the newer ones, and of course, you know, you really have to have that fabric guide. So you could also do it that way. So it would fit the Triumph, and it would also fit the Euphoria. That is cover stitch only, because these are all stitches that you would use all of these feet with the Euphoria.
Okay, so
So-
I'm going to interrupt. In the triangle bag, do we have directions for that?
Well,
We can do a video.
yeah, we'll probably we
Yeah.
could do a video on it. We'll
Yeah.
have a video eventually. We're going to have a
We should do
video on
that
it.
because a couple people are asking. And It's so
Okay.
easy. It's like,
Yeah, all right.
oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do. This is not the right foot.
Okay, this
but-
is the cording foot. This is what you would put your zipper in with, and this would be for the Triumph,
That's
or
not
the Ovation, or the Euphoria. So it has the green packaging. So it would be for your 8-thread machines. The 4-thread machines, you can also get this foot, but it's in a red or I call it pink, red-pink packaging. And I'm not sure that we have that one.
I have it in the bubble, but we don't have an example to show them.
Oh, okay. So this
So-
one is for the 4th thread. The one in the bubble is what the green one.
The green one.
Okay, so the one in the bubble right now is the green one, and that would be for your Triumph, Ovation, and also your Euphoria. Okay.
And so the pink one, though.
The pink one is for the 4-thread machine, so it would be for your Victory, your Imagine, or the Celebrate. So it's just like this, except it has, it's made for that 4-thread machine. The foot won't be as wide because this one you can also use with the cover stitch, but so it is in a red package, red or pink package. I call it pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pink.
Yeah, it's
I'm pretty
pink
sure-
to you?
I'm
Okay.
I think it's pink.
So the pink package. So if you have a 4-thread serger and you would like to have that P5 foot, and what it is a piping foot with a 5 millimeter, that you could use a 5 millimeter cording. So, but we also use it to put a zipper in. So,
All right. Well, the directions, Ruth Ann says their last Saturday they did.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Did we
you
do that
last Saturday.
Okay.
Last Saturday, I wasn't here. I was sick. So, and they did put this together last Saturday, so you can go back and view that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do you know anything about this?
No, I don't know anything about
Okay,
that.
skip it
Yeah,
then.
yeah. Do we have it?
How
Okay.
about to keep your feet organized?
Okay, okay. So this is great if you want to purchase that set and then your feet separately. If you get the great big set, it comes with a really nice case. But this is the Baby Lock quilted organizer, and so this would be really nice to keep all your feet in, or just a lot of different sewing supplies. It has the zippers, and then the top half opens up, and you've got little pouches in here to keep your feet in, or any accessories. And then also there's a pocket right in here, and it has the mesh over it, so you don't lose anything. You'll see everything. And then down the other zipper, it's a beautiful bag. It holds its shape. It doesn't flop or anything. And then also you can keep like threads in here, or anything that would fit in there the size of a thread, spool of thread. So that's a really nice little tote bag for your sewing accessories.
Love it.
Yeah, you love it. Yeah.
Ruth Ann loves it too.
Does she?
so
Does she? Maybe she has
anything
one.
Ruth Ann loves, I love too.
Okay, so then he's passing me over to the cuddle. So
Yes. Here, I'll come
yeah.
over to the other side and grab that out of your way.
Okay, so this is the cuddle. This is 2 yards and it's 60 inches wide, and we love this. It is so soft, and it's the pink one first.
Yes.
The pink one. This is a pink. It's a beautiful color, and we make the scarves with it. We have a. I know if there is a tutorial on the scarves. Also on here is a QR code right here, and when you hold your phone up to it, to turn your camera on and hold it up, a little link will come up, and you touch the link and it will take you to their website, and they'll give you directions on what you can do with this. But we like to make the infinity scarves, and we also like to back our our flannel fabric and make a beautiful throw. So this one is a pink, really pretty. That would make beautiful infinity scarves, and I believe you can get, out of the 2 yards, you can get about 6 infinity scarves with that.
6. Okay.
Okay, and so that's the pink, and then we have the white. The white is really pretty, and we did have one all done here, but maybe somebody's moved it. We did make one on a Thursday night, so we have that. So if you go onto the app, and when you look up these pieces, you'll have a little video, and that's to indicate that there is a video on that product. So you can also see that. But this is also the 60 inches wide and by 2 yards, and it's enough to make a good size throw, or you can make the infinity scarves.
Well, that's all I have.
Okay, that's all we
Short
have
and
today.
sweet.
We're going to go down and help everybody that came to shop in our store, and so we'll see
Somebody
you.
on YouTube says they love the sewing keychain.
The sewing keychain. That's the one
Where did that go?
that was right here. That was.
Was that part of your gift bag?
Yeah. This
Oh.
it had a number 3 on it, and so that will be for tomorrow. And since we're not here, we showed it today. So I hope I didn't spoil that for people that wanted to wait until tomorrow. But it is adorable. It has. I just love this. I always like charms. But it has a little iron and a tape measure and the sewing machine and a little dress and scissors. And you could, if you didn't want to put your car keys on it, you could use it like to put your, you'd loop your USB drives through it, or, something to help keep you organized with your sewing.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the Accolade? Which foot would you use for that?
The Accolade is the 8 thread. So that would be the green packaging.
Green packaging. Okay, I think that is it. I see-
And the Claim is a 4 thread, so that one would be the the pink packaging.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's it. I think.
Okay. All right. We'll see you Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
Short
Bye-bye.
and sweet today.
Yeah. Thanks for
Okay.
watching.